Have you ever considered visiting Tayrona National Park in Colombia? It's one of the most popular places in Colombia to visit, and for good reason. It's a picturesque locale full of white sandy beaches, lush jungle, and incredible wildlife. It's quickly becoming a more and more popular place to go, and as such, there are a lot more newbies heading there. So join Viewcation as we give you our Tayrona National Park guide for first-time visitors. On the eastern side of the Caribbean coast of Colombia lies the treasure known as Tayrona National Park. It hosts a multitude of pristine beaches surrounded by hills and lush forests full of palm trees and secret hiking trails, and is an ideal place to visit and explore. It was established as a Colombian national park in 1964, and it offers visitors 37,000 acres of land. It's home not only to a vast amount of diverse species, but also of indigenous people still living there, as well as some well-preserved ruins. When to go? Tayrona has recently become a very popular destination, as incredible photos from the park have spread all over social media. As such, it's bound to be a little packed with tourists at all times. The beaches and certain parts of the trails will be the most jammed. But having said that, there are definitely times to try going and sometimes to avoid. December and January are particularly crowded because it's often when native Colombian citizens vacation there, so it's probably best to avoid those months. And while Tayrona is an excellent locale, regardless of the weather, its abundance of beaches means you'll likely want to go in warmer times when the sun is shining. The Colombian government has stepped in recent years and closed down the parks after particularly busy seasons, so the plant and animal life can reset and be replenished. They also allow the indigenous tribes to perform certain cleansing rituals they've done for centuries. So that means you shouldn't try to visit the park from February 1st to 15th, June 1st to 15th, and October 19th through November 2nd. On the days when Tayrona is open, you can enter anytime between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m., and the park officially closes at 5. Though recently the last entry time was changed to 12 p.m., but we aren't sure how long that will last. Getting there. Tayrona is easily accessible from Santa Marta, a major Colombian city. Santa Marta is about an hour's drive from the park, so you can take public transport from there. Head to the central market, and there are buses that travel to Tayrona that leave every half an hour. Another good option is taking a private moto-taxi from the town of Costeño. We recommend this option because Costeño itself is a cool, sleepy beach town, so it's a great place to chill for a couple days before heading to Tayrona, or to land at after your park adventures are done. You can leave your valuables in lockers after you check out of most Costeño hotels, making it easier to head to the park for the morning or afternoon. You'll generally want to get to the park as early as possible because it gets more crowded as the day goes on, so aim for the 8 to 9 a.m. hour. That way you'll be sure to be let in and you won't have to stand in line for that long. You'll need a ticket to enter the park, and it's a good idea to take care of that before you arrive if possible, but if not, you won't be alone in purchasing your ticket at the gate. Tickets can also be purchased at the official Tayrona site. It's a little tricky to navigate, so it's not a bad idea to have a Spanish speaker help you. As of 2022, the entry fee for the high season is between $15 and $16, and in the low season it's around $13. It's a good idea to bring your passport with you to help with any proof of purchase issues. It's also recommended that you get vaccinated for yellow fever before you enter as well. Before we tell you more about navigating Tayrona National Park for the first time, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. The primary areas. Once you enter the park, you'll go on a hike to a village called Arrecifes. It's a gorgeous walk, so you'll already be experiencing the grandeur that is Tayrona. Arrecifes does have a beach, but you can't swim there, so you aren't as likely to stay there for your beach time. But not to worry, there are tons more beaches to land at. But it does have a nice array of shops and restaurants, as well as lockers you can use to store your stuff if you don't want to keep carrying it. Further in from there is a village called La Piscina. That's about a 20-minute walk. And considering La Piscina literally translates to the pool, it probably won't surprise you that there are various natural swimming pools there you can swim in. There's also a coral reef in La Piscina, and a fun option is to snorkel there. Further beyond that is El Cabo. It's only about 15 minutes on foot from La Piscina, so you won't be too tired as you make your way there. This beach is an incredibly scenic and popular one, so it's likely you'll want to set up camp here for a while. You can also jump in the ocean and swim at El Cabo Beach. Plus, like La Piscina, snorkeling is a fun option here. When you get hungry, you can pop into one of the many restaurants and other accommodations in town. Checking out the wildlife. When you've had your fill of soaking in the sun on the beach or swimming in the water, you can also wander Tayrona in search of some of the amazing wildlife that live in the park. It boasts over 105 species of mammals, and some of the most exciting are the variety of monkeys. You'll have the chance to potentially see howler monkeys and capuchin monkeys, as well as the exceedingly rare cotton-top tamarin. The cotton-top tamarin is an endangered breed that literally only lives in this area of the Colombian jungle. There are also more than 300 bird species, so you might want to bring some binoculars with you to check those out. And for you reptile and bat lovers out there, you'll be happy to hear there are 70 bat types within the park, as well as 31 different species of reptiles. The waters are equally diverse and filled with life. There are 110 types of coral in the water, yet another reason to try snorkeling while you're there, as well as 401 different types of fish. And plant lovers will appreciate the vast array of more than 770 different species of plants. Camp on Cabo San Juan. While there are a multitude of beaches in Tayrona, the most popular by far is Cabo San Juan. It will wow you with its turquoise water and pristine white sand, but its looks alone aren't what make it the best and most popular beach in the park. People love that you can camp directly on the sand. You can rent a tent or a hammock from a local shop, or you can bring your own sleeping arrangements and simply rent out a space on the beach. The camping area is right next to the general bathing area of the beach. And if you know ahead of time you're going to camp there, you can book a spot when you first arrive at the park. But if it's a more spur-of-the-moment thing, you can reserve a spot once you arrive at the beach. Hike the 9 Piedras. When you're looking for a little more activity in the jungle, consider hiking the 9 Piedras Trail. It's not super long, at only a little over a mile, but it's full of amazing scenery and wildlife. The path connects 9 stones, aka piedras, that have importance to the native tribes in the park. The hike also tends to be a little less crowded than some of the other walks you'll take. So you'll get a chance to have a little more quiet time, plus you'll have an even better chance of observing some wildlife. Midway through the hiking trail, there's a lagoon you can stop at, where sometimes you'll find alligators hanging around. It goes without saying, don't approach them. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think you'll ever give this incredible place a visit? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.